What's up, guys? I'm Isaac with Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson here in Raleigh, North Carolina, with a bike that needs no introduction, the 2022 Harley-Davidson Sportster S. This is a pretty hot bike right now, and you can clearly see why. This thing looks great, packed tons with features, great power, brand new motor in it. And one of the features that we're going to be talking about today is this brand new digital display. Now, since this bike is so new and so hard to get right now, unless you reserve yours, which give us a call and we can gladly see what we can do for you. Now, this new display and the way this bike is set up with the controls for it, they're very similar to the Pan America, but those are the only bikes right now with this particular setup. So we want to make sure you guys can see, just how cool this display is and how to best utilize it for your Sportster S. So to get the most out of this system, you're going to need a Sportster S, a smartphone with your favorite music selection and the Harley-Davidson app, plus a helmet equipped with some sort of speaker system. And between these three items, you will for sure be able to get the most utilization out of this screen. So let's get started. When you first see all the various controls that you can operate on the handlebars paired with the digital display, you might see all of that and be a little bit overwhelmed. But I guarantee this motorcycle operates very similar to most other bikes, and after I give you this quick run through, it's all going to make a lot more sense. So up top, you have your lighting controls. You can just press down to flick, so that way you can flash your high beams. Now, where it is right now, it's just your standard low beam, but simply pop that up, and that cuts your high beam on, and then bring that right back down, and that cuts your high beam off. Now, if you just want to flash somebody right quick without involving your shirt, you just tap this button here, and that gives it a quick little flash. Another great feature on this bike is the cruise control. You can operate that with these two buttons right here. Simply tap this button to turn it on, and then press down here to set your cruise control when you're at your appropriate speed. Then you can go a little bit quicker by giving tap up and give it a little bit slower tap down. And to cut your cruise control off, you'll just simply tap this button right here, and that'll cut it off no problem. To cycle through the odometer in your trip, you'll use this button right here to just tap and press on through. Now, this bike does not have heated grips, but it is set up for them. So all you have to do is switch these grips out with the heated versions, and then once they're all good to go and plugged in, then to turn them on and set the heat, you'll just press this button here and work through that. Now, right in here primarily functions for the screen. To go left, right, up, down, and select, you'll have this pad. To toggle in between the screens, you'll just tap this button right here. And to go back to the home menu, which I'll show you in a second, you'll tap this button right here. Now, underneath that, you've got more of your vehicle functions. So you've got your turn signals, turn right, turn left, and cancel. You can do that. And then if somebody starts doing something dumb, you want to give them a little beep beep, just press that right there, and you're good to go. On your right side, same sort of thing as before. You've got your bike functions up top, and then your screen functions right here. So up on top here, you've got the run, the kill, and the stop switch all in this cluster. So when you're ready to run, you'll just flip this down, and the bike is ready to go. And to start it, you'll just push this button and hold it like a normal starting button. Flip that forward, and the bike will cut off. You've got your hazard button here, and to change into the various riding modes this bike offers, you'll simply cycle through them with this mode button up top. Now, this is primarily controls your media, so if you want to skip a song or go back or bring your volume up and down, you can do that, and then of course play and pause on that button. Underneath that, you've got a voice-to-speech button, and you've got a headset plugged into your helmet, and everything's paired up. Then you can tap this to talk. But fortunately, there's no mic on the bike, so the next stoplight, you don't have to be yelling at your motorcycle to send the next text message. And then just on the other side of that button, you've got the traction control. So let's go ahead and hop into this screen. So I'm not going to have this bike running to show you. I'm just going to turn the switch on that I showed you earlier. And you'll see the light cuts on, and the screen pops on. Super cool Harley-Davidson emblem. Alrighty, so here's what we got going on. Lots of cool stuff. Gives you a nice little light display here. Nice little Christmas light show here. All right, cool. Now, the first thing you might notice is that you have the check engine light and the oil pressure lights on right there. Those are pretty standard lights to be on when the bike's off, because their check engine lights just simply saying like, hey, the bike's not working. Well, the bike's not currently running, so we're all good there, no worries. Now, on the left side, you'll see the traction control here and the ABS light flashing here. Pretty standard for those lights to be flashing on this bike as well as most of the other Harley-Davidsons that offer those features. Once you got going good, then you would see both those lights stop flashing. All right, so I'm going to show you here with, as I said, this is our Pages button and this is our Home button. And so what you're going to see here is I'm going to hit this Home button, just bring it back, and we're on the home screen. So we know what happens there. So if you tap this Home button, it's going to bring you right back here so that way you can see your RPMs as well as your speed. Now to see the page, we're going to go right here. This is your navigation, and there's nothing connected, so let's go ahead and connect that right quick. All right, so you've got your music, your bike. Let's go to settings. All right. Lots of cool stuff here. Let's go ahead and hop into Bluetooth, and let's add a new phone. So I'm going to get my phone out here, and let's see. So I've got my phone out here, and I'm going to Bluetooth, and it sees iPhone pop up right there. So I'm going to select that, and it sees pairing with the phone. You see this pop up on your phone. You'll hit pair. All right, my phone is now connected with this motorcycle. Great. I'm going to hit this button to go back, and now we're going to go to Bluetooth, and we're going to add a headset. I'm going to get my fancy thing here. Add headset. It is searching for headsets. Let me go ahead and put my headset into pairing mode. All right, so now I'm using a Cineset, so now you can see that it has found the bike, and it's going to pair with this bike. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so now that our headset and our phone are both paired to this motorcycle, we can go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to want to make sure we have is our music. So we're going to go on back here. All right, let's go to our music. All right, and we'll see what it has here for us. I'm going to go over to the phone, and I'm going to make sure we've got something good. Excellent. I simply selected a song off my phone, and now we're all set to go. So if I want that volume up higher on my headset, then I can go up on this volume button here, and oh yeah, we're jamming now. So I can go on down here, bring that volume back down. If for some reason that I don't like the song anymore, which is not going to happen, I can just skip it by hitting that button I showed you earlier. Skip on to it. Now this is the only song in the playlist, so that's all you're going to have. I can hit play right there, and if I want to pause the song, I can hit that right there as well. And if you'll notice, while you've got these controls running, you can still see what gear you're in, what riding mode you're in, and your speed. So if you're making these quick adjustments on the fly, of course we recommend making sure that you get all this done and set up before you get out on the highway. But if you're just making this quick adjustments to your music or that sort of thing, and you can still keep an eye on your speed. Pretty standard music controls. So we're going back, and you can see your bike. And so now you can see our front and our rear tire PSI, our battery power, and what the motor temperature is. So lots of other cool settings to get everything right. So now what you really want to see are going to be the maps. All right, so since I have that all paired up, now you can see that it is currently loading the map display. And we're also inside, so you simply make sure your phone's paired and that you have the Harley-Davidson app open, and then you can send all of your information from that app to the screen on the motorcycle. The biggest key with the navigation is going to be providing that overview as well as some turn-by-turn assistance. So as you saw, there are a ton of cool things you can do with this motorcycle. The new Sportster S is packed with some of the latest innovation from Harley-Davidson, and I think it's safe to say that there's quite a bit stored in the future for this motorcycle. Now you might just be thinking, oh, well, I can do all of that just with my phone on the handlebars. Well, a lot of this is done to eliminate the need of having to do that. By no longer having your phone on the handlebars, everything looks a little bit cleaner, and you don't have to be worried about losing your phone in the next rainstorm or out on the highway. Now with all these controls right here, your thumbs, you can do pretty much everything you did before and a little bit better. Once you have your headset and your phone paired up to this motorcycle, you can control the volume, skip a song, go back, play the song, pause the song, and then on the other side with your navigation, you can see a nice overview on the screen as well as some nice turn-by-turn assistance as well. And those are just the big functions with the screen, and that's hardly tapping into everything this motorcycle can do. This bike has all the various ride modes, and you can also create custom riding modes, the traction control, the cruise control. This bike is incredible in everything it has to offer, and if you're looking for some of the latest tech from Harley-Davidson, this is it. So I hope this helped. If you have any specific questions you'd like answered, be sure to drop them in the comments below. And if you're looking for your own Sportster S, give us a call. We'd be happy to walk you through that process. Be sure to give us a visit here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson in Raleigh, North Carolina. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you soon.